Hello there, folks. This is Uncle Troy, and I'm going to have a 52-ounce rant. And you may ask what a 52-ounce rant is. Well, that's when I rant about a 52-ounce drink container that I can no longer use. Yeah, 52 ounce. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go, 52 ounces. And you may say, why do you need a 52-ounce drink container? Well, the thing is, I drink a lot. I'm always thirsty. It's part of my diabetes, I'm told. Plus, I eat a lot of starchy foods, which you're not supposed to, eat a lot of high-carb stuff, and that carbs take a lot of water to process, so I'm always thirsty. So what I tend to do is I get into what's called ruts. And one of my ruts is I will stop at the local on-the-run store, and I will get a fountain drink, which when these were introduced a couple of years ago, they were 99 cents, and then they upped them to like $1.89 or something, right at $2 with tax. But a refill is only 69 cents, which is 75 cents after tax. And I would get into a habit of every morning I'd stop and refill my 52-ounce cup. You can see I've got quite a bit of use out of it. It's kind of wore out. And I'd also pick up a 2-liter of some diet drink and take it to work with me. And then the guys at work would laugh at me, would make fun of me. Here comes Troy with his huge drink. Here comes Uncle Troy with his, big 2-liter of Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi or whatever was on sale that week. And here comes Troy with this, here comes Troy with that. And they'd make fun of me, and I'd put up with it because about lunchtime they'd say, that pasta was awful dry. I'm out of drink. Can I borrow a little of your Diet Coke, Troy? Can I borrow a little of your Diet Pepsi? Can I borrow a little of your Diet whatever? And then, the next morning I'd come in, and night shift would be like, oh, we might have finished off your diet drink overnight. Well, sorry about that. We'll get you another one or something. And I'd say, well, that's okay because I brought another one. And then they'd say, there's Uncle Troy with his big diet drink and his 2 liters, and start making fun of me all over again. So recently I went into the on the run and refilled my drink, and then I reached over for the lid that goes on it, and it wasn't there. There were a bunch of smaller lids, and I was looking for the extra long straw you need to drink all the way down to the bottom, and they didn't have any of them either. And I asked about it, and they said, oh, well, we don't carry those anymore since we don't use the big cups anymore. And I said, what do you mean you don't use the big cups? And I looked, and sure enough, they did not have any more of these. They all had these smaller thing. And these things, these are 52. I think they also had like a 40 or a 42, and then they had like a little 22 or something. About 3-4 different sizes. Of course, I always went for the big one because, hey, bigger is better. And they said, no, we don't have those anymore. All we have is our new 32-ounce drinks. And I admit the styrofoam keeps the drink colder longer. It keeps the ice from melting. But it only holds 32 ounces, which is 20 ounces less than the 52. And when you're used to drinking 52 ounces during a day, the 32 is like, well, I got to stop and refill it halfway through. So I was a little upset, but of course getting upset at the person telling me this isn't going to help. And I talked to the manager. Well, this come down from corporate. Apparently the 52-ounce just wasn't working out for us. The 3 or 4 different sizes wasn't working out. And so they went to the 32-ounce because, hey, everybody likes the 32-ounce. I don't know. I don't. So as a compromise, that day I stopped by Sonic, which still has the Route 44 Diet Coke, and a nice thing. And it's close to the 52. In fact, they look about the same size, but the Sonic cup is a little smaller, and because the styrofoam's a lot thicker than the plastic of the on-the-run cup, it doesn't hold near as much liquid. So, of course, this morning I tried the 32-ouncer and had to refill more often than I would have otherwise. And I don't drink diet soda all day long. I generally start off one in the morning, switch to water sometime during the day, usually a diet soda again on the drive home, just to because I drink it for the taste, not just to wash things down. So I prefer to drink it when I'm not eating. When I eat, I actually drink water. And that's the other thing, of course, they make fun of me is that they bring in these huge bottles, bottled water in the big dispensers, I forget what they're, water coolers, basically. And they claim that the water guy can come in and put in a new one, and then I fill up this thing twice, and they have to put a new 5-gallon jug on, which, of course, is an exaggeration. So today, when I went to work, they made fun of me for my wimpy little cup and having to make multiple trips back to the refrigerator to top it off, or over to the water cooler to top it off. And as I was saying, it does no good to complain to the person working at the counter at the time I discovered this, because she had no say in it. She was just doing what her manager told her to do. And, of course, complaining to the manager does no good, because he was just doing what, his boss told him to do. And I played this game before, and what will happen is they'll blame it on the local franchise authority, assuming this On the Run is a franchise and not owned directly by the company. And the franchise authority will send me to corporate for the thing. And corporate will say something like, well, we have no control over what the individual stores do. And it'll start the cycle all over again. And I did this with one of the fast food restaurants in the area when they changed their drink size. And basically about the third cycle, people just pretty much stopped responding to your emails. I did get several coupons for drinks and sandwiches and stuff like that. But what I really want is to be able to go into the local On the Run store and fill this thing up for 75 cents and put a lid on it with a long straw and have, my drink. But that's not going to happen. And there's nothing I can do about it except go online and complain to people. So consider yourselves complained to. This is Uncle Troy signing off. Please have a good night. Good stuff.